Hello friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Danielle. I am a registered dietitian and I make daily vlogs about my life as a registered dietitian and our travels, and I'm so excited to share my goals for 2025 with you today. If you have a cup of coffee or tea or a cozy snack, whatever, pull that out because it will be a little bit of a chatty video, and I just could not sit down without a mug of something with me today. It definitely doesn't help that it's like super dark outside. My background is giving a little bit of like hostage. This was the only way I could get some good lighting. So here we are. Cheers to working with what we have in the new year. Typically, I am not someone who makes a lot of resolutions or words of the year. I think I kind of just, as weird or like woo-woo as this is, I kind of just let the vibes like come to me. I am a Christian, so it is something that I pray about, but the words that have just been on my heart about this year for 2025 are excitement and expectation, which I'm really hopeful about and happy about, because the last few years, if you know me, if you've been around on the channel for a while, you know that the last couple of years have been a little bit of a slog, if I'm being honest. In 2023, I was wrapping up my master's degree, and then in 2024, I was wrapping up my dietetic internship and taking my RD exam. And so there's really nothing like planned out ahead of me for this year, for 2025. And that's equally exciting and scary at the same time, but I'm trying to anticipate it with expectation and excitement and not dreading it, if that makes sense. But the last few years have definitely been like a purely survival mode situation. So I'm really excited for this upcoming year and to see what it has to offer. I would also love to know, what are your goals for 2025? I would love to help cheer you on in the comment section. So leave your top 1 or 2 goals down below, or if you're a word of the year person or a verse of the year person, let me know, because I would love to cheer you on. Before we get into 2025, let's take a look back at 2024 for a quick recap. I feel like a broken record at this point, but in the first few months of 2024, I finished my dietetic internship, and that was crazy and intense, and it was a great experience, but I'm certainly glad that it's over. After I finished my dietetic internship in early May, I took my RD exam in early June, and thankfully, by the grace of the Lord, passed on the first try. And that was so incredible. I was so scared that I wasn't going to pass, but I did. And I'm just so thankful. It's still so crazy to me that if you would have told me in high school that I was going to get a master's degree and become a registered dietitian, I maybe would have believed you about the dietitian thing, but that I was going to get a master's degree, like, no way. So it's just still blows me away sometimes, and I'm super grateful. But yeah, so after I passed my exam, I was really blessed to have a job waiting for me, and I still work at that job today. My boss is incredible. I work in a group practice with mental health counselors, and I just love what I do. I love my clients. I really am excited to get more clients and help more women just fuel their body to feel its best and help relieve them from the shame and guilt that our culture puts on women and their bodies. And I just love what I do. And so I'm really excited to get to work with hopefully more women in the future. So that was the spring and early summer. I didn't start working until the end of August. So in between that time, I just had a little bit of time to kind of chill and feel the come down from 5 years of being in school nonstop. And we were able to take a couple of trips to the beach. Just Jordan and I, we live in North Carolina in Raleigh. So we were able to drive out to Wilmington and the beach out there. And it was just beautiful. I love it during the summer, but I honestly think I would prefer it in the spring or the fall when it's cooler outside, just because there's something just about walking on like a crisp, cool beach that's delightful to me. I love it. We didn't get to do a whole lot of what I would consider travel in 2024. I mean, we didn't do any international travel, which is what I would consider travel. But we did get to go to New York City and Washington, D.C., which I used to live in Washington, D.C., and I love New York City. So it was really great to go back there. We went for our anniversary, and it was just a really quick trip. But we got to go to Ralph's Coffee, which I've been wanting to go to for forever. And it was completely worth it because the coffee is so good. It is not a gimmick. And they have the best almond croissant that I've had in my entire life. And I really want to go back. We also, earlier in the year in February, got to travel to Wisconsin to celebrate my Nana's 90th birthday. And that was so fun. I'll pop a couple pictures up. You'll see her in like this bikini t-shirt, and that's so my Nana, and I want to be just as sassy and lively as she is at 90. It's incredible. How could I forget? Also, in terms of travel, we went to Minneapolis in October for my first ever FNCE conference. So FNCE is the Food and Nutrition Conference and Expo, and it was so much fun. I learned so much and got so much cool swag from the expo, but I'm really hoping next year, I think it's in Nashville, and I'm really hoping that we can go to that because it was just so fun, and interacting with a bunch of other dietitians, which I don't work with any directly, and I don't know any personally in my own life. So it was really fun to get to be surrounded by nutrition experts and dietitians, and I just can't wait to go back. It was amazing. 2024 was also the year of just doing things that scared me, but doing them anyway. As I referenced before, finishing my dietetic internship, taking the exam, those were all scary things. I volunteered to speak on stage at church, which was terrifying to me. I am a terrible public speaker, but I got through it just fine. And on the last day of 2024, we actually walked across the Golden Gate Bridge, which was really fun, and I'm glad I made myself do it. But I don't like heights, not because of how tall it is, but because I'm afraid of falling. It is really cool to get to say I walked across the Golden Gate Bridge. I wish that I would have chilled out for like a second to take more video and pictures. But I'm sure you're seeing pictures and video that we took adjacent to the situation up on the screen now. But yeah, 2024 was the year of doing scary things, and I hope that I can take that into 2025 and just know that I can do scary things and the Lord will be with me, and I can trust him in those scary things, that if he's asking me to do it, then I can trust him. Hello, I'm just sitting here editing this because I'm hoping to put it up today. But I just wanted to give a quick disclaimer. I feel like I kind of glazed over the hard parts of 2024, partially because, I mean, YouTube videos are a highlight reel, right? We all know that. But also, I don't want this video to be a downer. If you are struggling with mental health issues, just please know that you are not alone. 2024 was the year that I had some of the deepest struggles with my depression and anxiety that I have ever had. And so, I just felt it was important to just add this little disclaimer that even though it was a really good year, it was also a really, really hard year for a lot of reasons. And if you're struggling, you're not alone. So that's it. Let's jump into 2025. For 2025, something that I am really, really focused on is making memories with my husband and our friends and our family. Unfortunately, our family, all of them live out of state, so it'll be a little harder to do that with them. But making memories, doing new things, having new experiences with my husband and our friends this year is really important to me. I feel like just the last few months of 2024, I'm really starting to feel like myself again, and being able to like do things for pleasure, like reading non-scientific books and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to take advantage of that this year and get to know our city a little better. We moved here about a year and a half ago, and just because of life, I haven't really been able to explore Raleigh to the fullest. So I'm really excited to be able to do that this year. Let's dive into my goals for this year. I am holding most of these loosely because life is life and life be lifing sometimes. But I am really trying to commit myself to these things so that the outcomes that I want to happen will be more likely to happen by the end of the year, if that makes sense. For my goals for 2025, I've organized them into 3 categories: health, personal, and business. In the health category, I really want to improve my relationship with exercise and just establish a routine with exercise. To support my goal of having a routine with exercise, I really want to work on walking at least 5 days a week, and then doing something else, whether that's yoga or strength training or some sort of HIIT workout on YouTube or at the gym or wherever, at least 3 days a week. Currently, we have a gym that we go to, but also I am going to get a walking pad here shortly, so I have no excuse. I can get on the walking pad and read a book or listen to an audiobook or something like that, and I'm really looking forward to adding that to my routine. In the first quarter, my goals around health include establishing a routine with supplements, and also changing my diet to be more nutrient dense, especially coming out of the holidays. We all ate a lot of yummy food, and I don't feel guilty about that, but I just need to dial in my nutrition a little bit. If you don't know, I live with type 2 diabetes, and so I just want to be a little extra careful about my blood sugars. I would like to get my A1C down a little bit. So in the health goal, I consider all the facets of health, including spiritual health. One of my goals for this year is to read the Bible in a year. I have done it once before using the Bible recap plan, and I'm doing that again this year. They're actually integrated into the Dwell app, so you can listen all in one place now, and it's really convenient. So I've been doing that for the last week, and it's really good to have back in my life. In terms of personal goals besides health-related goals, I really would like to improve my singing this year. I was in a semi-professional choir when I was younger, and singing is something that I've always loved, and my husband Jordan is a musician and plays all kinds of instruments and sings, and so it would be really fun for us to get to sing together. And while I don't quite sound like a cat dying, I definitely have some room for improvement in my voice, and I really would love to do that this year. I need to figure out a way of how to measure that, but that is definitely one of my goals for this year, is to improve my singing voice and work on that. Another small goal that I have, which may be undershooting it, maybe overshooting it, I'm not sure, is to grow my YouTube channel. I would love to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm at, I think, 14 right now, which is great. I'm very appreciative for your viewership and your likes and comments. Every single one of you means the world to me, that you would take the time to watch my videos. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. But I would love to grow this community that we have, and hopefully just create another warm corner of fun on the internet. All right, let's move on to a goal that is extremely exciting, but something that's kind of huge, and I'm kind of scared about it, to be honest with you. This is our financial goals for the year. The overarching goal is to spend with intentionality. I know a lot of us, me and my husband included, We spend a lot of money on eating out, on coffee, because hello, we love it. Otherwise we wouldn't spend our money on it, right? But I really want to spend our money intentionally this year. We have big plans that I'm about to touch on. So we just really want to be intentional this year about where our dollars go and spending that on things that we truly think and know are worth it instead of convenience items. So that leads me to the biggest goal we have this year is travel. And this leads into the scary part because I'm scared that it's not going to happen. But we are planning on traveling this year to France, possibly other places in Europe, but definitely to France, to Japan, and China, along with a couple other places. So I have been to all of those places before, but Jordan has not. We went to France for our honeymoon, but he has not been to Asia, and I haven't been in a really long time. So I am really excited and really hopeful that if we spend our money intentionally, we will be able to take all these trips by the end of the year. And that will just be something so fantastic, just to make all these memories together. And we love to travel. I love to travel as an ex-flight attendant. It is obviously the thing I miss most about my job is being able to travel. And so I'm just really, really, really hopeful and looking forward to that and looking forward to making those memories together because, oh my gosh, it's just going to be so amazing. Along with financial goals, I also have a business goal, which is to go full-time in my job. I work with clients living in the state of North Carolina. So if that's you and you are looking for some nutrition counseling, I would love to help you out. There have definitely been ups and downs since starting in 2024, but I love my job and I love my clients and I could not imagine doing anything else. And so really hope that that grows and I get to work with more women in the coming year. And that's it. Those are all of my big goals for 2025. Some of them are bigger than others, but I just honestly cannot wait for this year. I'm excited and refreshed to go into this year, not dreading it. And the year is full of opportunity. I truly have no idea where we're going to be or what we're going to be doing at the end of this year. Unlike a couple of years ago where I didn't know where we were going to live, it's not quite like that. I know we're going to be in this house here in Raleigh. But outside of that, the world is our oyster. And so I'm really excited about 2025 and what the Lord's going to do this year, what turns and twists it's going to take, because we all know that it will twist and turn, but I'm excited to take you guys along. I'm excited to go on this adventure myself with Jordan, and let's do this thing. If you want to follow along, please feel free to like this video and subscribe, and make sure to watch this video next, and I will see you next time. Bye.